What is going on, Jets fans? Welcome on in. We have a emergency NFL breaking news live stream. Does not have anything to do with the New York Jets, or does it? You never know. And let's get straight into it, not waste any more of your time. Terry McLaurin, wide receiver from the Washington Commanders, has officially requested a trade. Should the New York Jets inquire? That's what I want to talk about with you guys in this live show. Let me know right now if you would want the Jets to go after Terry McLaurin, because I know that a lot of Jets fans are not satisfied with this Jets receiving room next to Garrett Wilson, obviously. And I'll tell you right now, a 1-2 punch of Garrett Wilson and Terry McLaurin sounds fantastic. But is this part of the Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn era? Is that a type of move? I'm going to share my thoughts, but I first want to hear your thoughts right now in the live chat, because there is breaking news regarding the Washington Commanders. This is an interesting situation, according to Jordan Schultz, ESPN. This is breaking news. So hit that thumbs up button on your way into the show, everybody, because this is very interesting. Now, I'm going to share my opinion right away. I don't think the Jets are going to trade for Terry McLaurin. I do not think it's going to happen. I don't think he fits the timeline of this Jets football team. I don't think Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are going to say, you know what? Yes, let's trade for Terry. Because why? You got to pay for him. Not only you got to give up assets for the future, but you got to pay the man. And the Jets just paid Garrett Wilson a lot of money. I would find it hard to believe that the New York Jets would commit long-term money to a 30-plus-year-old wide receiver when they just committed long-term money to Garrett Wilson. So I'm putting my hand up and saying I don't see this happening. I just don't think it's going to fit this New York Jets timeline right now. But would he absolutely be a difference maker for this Jets team? Yes. Should the Jets inquire? Yeah, they should inquire to see what the price is. But people need to realize this trade is complicated because it's more than just trading him for a few picks and that's it. No, he's looking for a payday. He's looking to get a contract. So that's my thoughts of it. Wanted to go live because this is some breaking news, and tonight is the first game of the preseason Hall of Fame game. And I don't know, man. You guys let me know your thoughts. Try to convince me. Jesse P's in the chat. Wilson contract doesn't affect the cap for another couple of years. Yeah, well, a Terry McLaurin extension wouldn't affect the cap for a few more years either. I mean, he's entering the final year on his contract, so whoever does trade for him, they're going to have to extend him, and then the cap is going to start kicking in after this season. The Jets got cheap control of Garrett for 2 years, and then after that, that's when the real money kicks in. I just don't think it's going to work. Like, the Jets are not in, and I know this might sound weird, but we're not in this win now mindset, right? He's not in a win. The Jets are not in a win now desperation mode. So that's why I just don't think this is going to happen. And I'm live because it's NFL news, and I see Jets fans everywhere. Trade for Terry. I don't think he's going to go to the Jets. I think there's other teams that are going to be way more interested in Terry McLaurin. I think that the New England Patriots are a team that would definitely benefit from a Terry McLaurin, for sure. I mean, they got Stephon Diggs, and I know that they got, Pop Douglas out there looking good at camp, but I don't know. I can see teams like, what team out there do you guys think he could actually go to? You guys let me know in the comments. What team can you see trade for Terry McLaurin? Don't forget to hit the like button on your way into the show. We got a big time breaking NFL news. This is interesting stuff. Now, listen, if the Jets do trade for him, I'm going to be happy, but I just don't see it happening, man. I'm going to say that right here, right now. I don't see it happening, man. I think there's going to be another team that lands him. 100%. That's how I feel. And that's not me saying, dude, the Jets should 100% go after Terry. Like, I'm not saying that Terry's not a good player and that he doesn't fit. I'm not saying as a Jets fan that we don't need Terry. Like, that's not my point. I'm just looking at this from Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn's point of view. Now knowing he's available, right? I just don't think that it would fit the timeline. That's how I'm looking at it. That's nothing to discredit Terry. Terry's a baller, bro. What he just did last year was fantastic. The Buffalo Bills landing him, that makes way more sense. The Buffalo Bills, that's a team that's all in to win a Super Bowl right now. That's a team that actually makes sense to trade for Terry McLaurin. The Kansas City Chiefs. I wouldn't say the Ravens because they got Zay Flowers. They just brought in DeAndre Hopkins. What other teams out there? Because you can't forget about the contract demands. It's not just trading for the guy. You got to pay a lot of money on top of it. So, folks, hit the like button. We got some breaking NFL news to talk about. A trade request right before the preseason. Buckle up. The NFL football team's back. The Pittsburgh Steelers is an interesting team. The Chargers would be an actual good one. I like the Chargers because who do they have besides Lad McConkey? Really? Quentin Johnson? The 49ers? Like, there's so many teams out there that makes more sense than the Jets, in my opinion. And then that's just me being as realistic as possible. I know Jets fans want me to be like, oh, dude, it makes so much sense. The Jets got to do it. The Jets are going to land him. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, I did send out the tweet. I did post it asking the Jets fans, would you want the Jets to trade for Terry McLaurin? I asked it. My boy Berto, Rich, I see your work. This is our Atlanta Falcons creator on Roundtable Sports of the NFC South Roundtable. He's calling me out. Rich, I see your work. What are you talking about? What do you think I'm doing over here, my boy? Alberto, what? What do you see? Let's see what the comment section. Send them Breece. If we pay two receivers 35 plus, we will be doomed. Great point by Josh. It's funny people actually believe he's going to get traded. That boy ain't going nowhere. Can they take on his contract demands? Yup. No, we have Arian Smith. See, like, this is the most realistic take from Rob at Rob Shannon 4289. Richie bro, he said he wants $33 million a year, which is more than Garrett. No. That's why this is unrealistic. That's why this is an unrealistic trade, because that Rob is 100% correct. Like, it's one thing to want Terry. We all would love Terry, but from a logistic standpoint, the New York Jets just committed long-term to Garrett Wilson. I don't think that they're going to go after Terry and extend him long-term now, because you got to give up draft capital and give him a contract. And by the way, Terry's like, he's a stud, but he's not getting younger. He's 29. He's going to be 30 years old this year. He's 29, turning 30 in September. Who wants to pay a 30-year-old $33 million? Right? So that's kind of how I look at it. But this is relevant news because Jets fans, hey, we're never satisfied. And listen, we shouldn't be satisfied. We want our team to be improved. We want it. And the Jets should absolutely inquire, because if the price is right, you never know. Sir Brooks II says, I'm afraid he's a Patriot. Much love, Richie. Appreciate the super chat, Sir Brooks the second. Everybody give Sir Brooks some dono hype in the chat. I hope he's not a Patriot, man. That would stink. But it's all good because we got Sauce and Stevens and Michael Carter II. Lock them up. But that would make sense, the Patriots, right? Sarah says you're not going all in this season. It would be a travesty to waste your future for a team not ready to be Super Bowl contenders. This is why I'm saying I don't see it happening. I don't think it fits the Jets. Now, we're talking about it. We're live. The question on the video, should the Jets trade for Terry McLaurin? I mean, I'm live talking to you guys. I'm posing you guys the question. We only got 20 like buttons smashed. Folks, smash a like button. Let's get this to over 100 likes as we're live on a breaking news emergency live stream. Emergency live stream. Richie, do you like the moves our Mets made? I do. How about the Mets boasting up the bullpen? Speaking of the Mets, if we got Mets fans in the chat right now, I got something exciting I want to announce. Because, as you guys know, Jets Media Day is happening, right? But there's also a Mets Media Day happening. Just kidding. It's not Mets Media Day. It's my buddy Wardy NYM's day. If you guys want to come through tomorrow night, if you're thinking of coming to a Mets game, I'm talking to Mets fans in the chat. I will be at the Mets game tomorrow, and we're hosting an event for our August 1st Mets versus Giants, the day after the trade deadline, which is today. And your ticket, if you buy it through Wardy, comes with an on-field access. We're going onto the field before the game for a group photo. You get an $18 drink voucher, prime seating in a really cool exclusive club in the left field lounge. And it's also fireworks night. This is where we will be seated as a group. I will be there with my family. Wardy will be there with his family. If you guys are Mets fans, highly recommend coming through tomorrow. There's very limited tickets available. I just put the link in the chat. If you guys want to come through, go check out the link. There's not a lot of tickets left, so make sure you guys get it. 7 tickets left. We're trying to fill it out, trying to get as many Mets fans in the building as possible. So if you are a Mets fan and you have no plans tomorrow night, be like, you know what, Richie, I will see you there. You want to come watch the Mets with me? Come through to Wardy Day, man. Exciting stuff. But back to what we're talking about here, which is Terry McLaurin. Let's do it. Richie, my boy, let's go Jets. Can't wait for September 7th. Me too, K-Brock. I can't wait for September 7th myself. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Veteran membership for a month. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Let's do it. Why would Jets trade for McLaurin? Jets going to pay him right after paying Wilson. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen either. Now, if you're just tuning in, there's breaking news that Terry McLaurin requests a trade from the Washington Commanders, and we're talking about it now. We're talking about it, and, you know, it poses a lot of questions, interesting debates, that this is an interesting time, that if you're a Jets fan and you're thinking to yourself, you know what? Why not go after Terry? Why not try to get this? But I just don't think it fits the timeline. I don't think this fits the timeline for this New York Jets football team. It simply doesn't. And what I mean by the timeline is giving up capital and paying somebody $33 million, bro. I just don't see that. I just don't see it. He's going to get paid by somebody. It's not going to be by Washington. We can all agree with that. It's not going to be by the Commanders, obviously. All right. But, man, you guys let me know in the comments. Do you think there's a world where the Jets go after Terry or not? Let me know right now if you think there's an actual world where Terry McLaurin gets traded to the Jets. And I'm very consistent with this. Now, if he does get traded to the Jets, you best believe I will be happy about it. I mean, how can you not be? But I just don't see it happening. Simply don't see it happening. But wanted to go live to share my thoughts because it's definitely some interesting news that is happening around the NFL. Enjoy the Hall of Fame game tonight, folks. Enjoy the Hall of Fame game tonight. Football is back, baby. Enjoy it. I'm going to wrap it up here. Just want to do a quick emergency live stream. I'll be back at practice Saturday. I was at practice this morning for the Jets, so stay tuned for that. Love you guys as always, and let's go Jets. Peace.